The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Detroit Lions. The kicker, Jake Bates, has this one on the tee. He'll run up and send this one away here at Ford Field. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Ravens.
They go play action with Jackson. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with him. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. There he goes, right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
And sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Ravens nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Jackson. Oh, another ball up for grabs here, and this one is intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions touchdown. And Charles, it's now a 2-touchdown lead in the opening quarter. Following that pick 6, they are off to a fast start in this one.
And absolutely ecstatic on the sideline after that play, aren't they? Not just because they got the lead, but how about seeing one of their guys get a chance to take it in for 6, already up a pair of touchdowns? They got everything going their way early on.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Offense set at the line for this next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. Right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. This will go to Henry out wide.
Jackson's pass.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Now Lamar changing the play.
Third down.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Jackson sacked.
Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
And out.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. They go for it on fourth down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. That sack courtesy of Jack Campbell.
2 yards. It's second down.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. They'll run it again with Henry. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
Now it's Jackson.
2nd and 10.
And this complete to Henry over the middle. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. From the gun, Jackson. That one into the hands of Flowers. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
A 5-yard pickup. It's now 4th down.
14-0 to score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with 4th down and 1.
Hold on. Hey, where are you? Hey, report.
Jackson. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now they'll shift things around.
First down, Ravens.
Again, Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
An 11-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have cut it back within a score.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him, because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult, because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
35-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And taken down just shy of the 40.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Come on. 180.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
And we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers. But how about here? This is a cornerback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
3rd and 8.
76. 76. 180.
Goff. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now a 2nd and 6. Jackson from the shotgun. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. But now it'll be 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Jackson. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
180.
Here's Jackson to throw. But looking deep here for Flowers. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, 64 yards. And the Ravens have cut the lead back down to 2. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Black 20. What's that?
Here's Goff. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Trenton Simpson. And the Ravens will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one.
180! That's hot! Hey!
Jackson now. Buying time to his left. Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And the Lions are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Intercepted. The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Come on! 76, come on. 76. 76. What's that?
The final shot before break here. Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
You said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And the half will begin with a touchback. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
A toss out right to Gibbs. Well, they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15.
Now 3rd down and more.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Jack Fox.
Here comes the Lions punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Wester on the return. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
To throw is Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Henry.
Jackson's pass.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Ravens.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Part of what you're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Flush to his right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
If this were baseball, we call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a fourth down.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. Throwing is Jackson. Now he caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
And Jackson throwing once more. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth. Now it's 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. Being chased out left. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And
he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. Well, this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll go again with Gibbs. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Trenton Simpson firing in and sticking him for a loss.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Finds Gibbs on a check down. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
Partner in a tie game in the fourth quarter. You and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
On first and 10, here's Gibbs. And he stopped immediately there. Adafe Owe there on the tackle.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Maverick. 180.
Back to throw, Goff. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes a quick read there, passing on challenging and blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's first and 10.
180.
The give, right side for Gibbs. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
One-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Ravens' 19-yard line.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. They'll come up now. 2nd and 9.
180.
Gibbs straight ahead. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance of 3 in the lead. So how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about it if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Here now, 3rd down.
Shell. Like 20.
Now it's gone. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he's going to be out of bounds to stop the clock. And they continue to move a little bit closer toward that potential game-winning field goal.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
DC. What's that?
Gibbs is in for a Lions touchdown.
And that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. And this one is incomplete.
I think we're wondering if we're going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Just over a minute to go in the football game. 2nd and 10. Jackson. And his throw is going to be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Throwing, Jackson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now.
First down, Ravens.
Down Jackson. Yet again, targeting and finding Mike Andrews. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. This is 1st and 10.
13.
Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Hey, middle.
Jackson to throw. This is caught. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
Hey, report.
Henry will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown.
You think back to some of the great goal line bruisers of the past, the Earl Campbells, the John Riggins, the Marshawn Lynches. I think you can put Derrick Henry right in that group as he scores there with another patented Derrick Henry run.
For the 2-point conversion.
Here's Jackson. And they do not get it. It's incomplete. They went for the win, and the big gamble does not pay off. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out.
Handsome Lagosian, name ring bells on both sides of the ocean. Falsetto finesse, swoon baby girl.